now streaming. So it looks like we're...
Are you trying to include your camera?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to work, but we can try. All right, we're live.
Okay, I see it. I see in the bottom right hand corner. It's very clear.
Can you hear me?
You gotta say something.
Something? Anything?
I'm only hearing you through Skype, not through the stream.
Well, there is a 20-second delay.
There you go.
Is it working? Well, there is a 20-second delay.
You hear that?
Yeah, perfectly.
It's coming from the stream. I
Good.
can even hear myself. So you got it. That's it. So this is it right here. Okay, now, can you control how many options you have to control the positioning of your window? Let's say that you're playing a game and that bottom left hand corner is not a good spot.
That's the bitch that I was having. I can't fucking reposition it. I don't think. Oh, but I can.
Yeah, you should be able to position it up, down, but I want to see how much they allow you. It should look sick at the
What the webcam does?
everything. I mean, because see, I got one computer at 720, the other is 1080, and I can look real different.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, I see the positioning now. Wow, so you got very fine control.
All right.
Wow, yeah, I'm seeing where like you're moving it around, even anywhere you want, basically, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and now you're adjusting the size. All right, so in most cases, unless it's fucking up the game, I like the bottom right hand corner, but for the position you got it in now, the top right hand corner.
The top right-hand corner is the best because down here on the bottom right-hand corner is like all the quests and some of my abilities.
Yeah.
So the only thing that this will be positioned over is the in-game map, which I don't use because I have a key that does that for me. It pulls the map up in large size. Yeah.
So now I want you trying to attempt to. Can you make your Skype work too? Can you make the cam work on Skype too?
Let's try.
Thing too is why I want your Skype on too. So that's the only way you can see what the full broadcast is like.
Hmm.
See, so you can look over there and see the full broadcast of what all we're doing at that moment.
Well, or like if we want to get really advanced.
Yeah, see, because we can bring in other people. See, that's a whole other world.
Mhm.
So you could bring in some buddies, right?
Mhm.
Some other buddies and come and talk shit with us. They can come to the Skype and we can show them. We can cut to them, show them, go back to the game. It's just, yeah, it's getting real complex. There's something that no one's ever done. And this is crazy. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, wow, wait, there's things happening now I've never even thought about. I'm like, wow, wait a minute, wait. If you're in Skype now, hey, that means we can bring in other people.
Mhm.
Oh, this is nuts. This is nuts.
Where's Feori?
I got on the phone with him. I took him off the phone so I could help you. I said, Rick was got the webcam. I gotta go. But he's trying to book another interview, and then he's gonna go play cards with an 86-year-old woman.
Mhm.
That he loves, and blah blah blah. That's what he's doing. So but Fiore, he's oh, you want him to come and play?
I want him to see what we're doing.
Oh, he's gonna see, yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, take we can get him in like on your day off or something.
Mhm.
We pull him in, or one night if he's around. Tonight, he's going out. He's not. He has a life. He's not like us. Fucking dork. It's Friday. Was it Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Look what we're doing.
Well, I mean, I have like the next couple of weeks to do this shit in because, yeah, she's gonna be gone. She'll be out of state.
She's not there now.
She's running. Her daughter goes and plays soccer. When she goes and does the soccer thing, she goes and runs the track around the soccer field. I know, dude. Hey, I'm just thinking to myself, I can't run fucking 10 miles in an hour and 33 minutes.
Yeah.
My fucking lungs would fall out, my kneecaps would go to the side. So here's the kicker right here. All right. So this is the general walkthrough. You have two factions. You have the Alliance, which consists of humans, dwarves, night elves, gnomes, Draenei, and Worgen, also known as werewolves. And then you have the Horde, which consists of orcs, undead, minotaur or tauren, trolls, blood elves, and goblins. And then you have a faction that you have a race that can join either faction, which are pandas. And basically, it's a long backstory, which takes up probably about 10 very large fucking books, which I've read the majority of how the history of why the Alliance and Horde completely dislike each other in the game. And in the game, the Horde cannot contact the Alliance. It looks like a bunch of gibberish on the screen, and vice versa. The Alliance can't talk to the Horde. It looks like different, it says like in Orcish, and then like a bunch of gibberish on the screen. So that way it keeps the players from fucking each other up or fucking over other players. And then on the right-hand side, you have your classes. You have warriors, paladins, hunters, rogues, priests, shamans, which humans can't be shamans, but other races can be shamans. You have mages, warlocks, monks. Let's go to druids, which they turn into different animals and fight as animals like bears and cats and shit. And then death knights. So what I was playing the other night was a death knight. Now each class has a role. The roles are like, for example, warriors can be damage. They're melee. They can either be damage or they can tank. Tank's job in the game is to protect everybody else from the monsters and to keep the monsters taunted on them at all times. Paladins can also be tanks, but they're also healers and they can also do holy damage. So they can do 3 archetypes. Hunters are strictly damage. They use pets, like this wolf right here, and they sick their pets on people, and they use ranged, like bows and guns and crossbows. Rogues use stealth. Their job is to use like poison daggers, slow people down. They can turn invisible. Priests heal, and they can also do what's called shadow damage. They turn like into a shadow priest or a shadow, and they can cast curses and hexes. Shamans use elemental forces to combat with. They can either heal through water spells, or they can do damage with melee weapons through utilizing stuff like earth magics and fire magics to do that, or they can cast lightning spells through elemental magic. And then, of course, mages use fire, arcane spells, or they use frost spells. You get to choose one of those 3 archetypes. Warlocks summon beasts from hell, demons, to do their bidding. They cast curses and hexes, and pretty scary class. Monks are traditional martial artists. They're best suited for pandering. The monks can use hand-to-hand. They can also be tanks. They get drunk, and when they get drunk, they become more fierce in combat. And then they also can cast healing spells through totems. And then, of course, you've got druids. Druids are pretty much like the everything class. You go to a classic and play a druid. Druids are like the everything class. They can turn into bears and tank because they have thick hide and thick fur. They can turn into cats and do melee damage, or they can turn into this magical creature called a moonkin, which casts spells from space, basically. Death Knights can tank or summon zombies to do their fighting for them, or they can basically spread diseases onto targets. So it's pretty complex. So when you create a character, you can go into customization. You can choose the way you want your character's face to look, the color of their skin. You can do the way that their faces look as far as their eyebrows for that specific race. You can go into hairstyles where you can do a 360-degree view of their hairstyle. You can go into their hair color. whether you want it to be like a green color or dark color. You can give them different tattoos on their face. You can even randomize it, so if you want them to look completely different, you can go that route, and then you give them a name. So, and each race is different. Like, you can be male. You can be a male orc. You can be male undead. Be male minotaur. Male trolls. Male blood elves. Just kind of look like, well, we won't go into that. Or male goblins. And, of course, male Pandarin. And then, of course, your human males. Dwarf males. Night elf males. Gnomes. Draenei. And male werewolves. And then the backdrop is what your human form looks like when you come out of being a werewolf. This is a listing of like all the characters I have. I'm OCD about this. So like I have like my level 100 characters. That's my hunter, and I have a goat that attacks people. That's my monk. I've got a paladin, a shaman, a druid. Of course, the Death Knight, which you guys got to see me play the other day. And this is my priest, my warrior, my mage, and then a rogue. So starting out, so this is like a level 1 zone as we're letting it load.
Okay, hold on here, Mike. We need to get a position we can record this. But I need to get off so I can listen to your sound.
Okay.
So go ahead and do your thing for a few minutes while you're doing all that.
Mhm.
Talk shit and stuff, and I'm gonna hear your voice and I'll give you top stuff to listen to this guy.
All right. So this is the level 1 starting zone for the undead. The undead are undead because the Lich King decided to betray humanity, killed his daddy, smoked some crack, worshiped Satan. It's what he did best. Basically, anybody that he killed in his wake, he captured. These are the people that broke free of his shit. So they got sick and tired of his bullcrap, told him to fuck off. He's dead now. So everybody was excited about that shit. I'm going to set up my toolbars because my toolbars are suck ass. I don't have any of my bars up. So when you first start off, you want to make sure that you have toolbars because the more toolbars you have, the more items that you can put on your toolbar. Nothing's worse than looking like a fucking retard, but it gets even worse when you look like a ranting, raving retard and you can't fucking play your game. The reason why is because stuff in your inventory, which is this is my crap ass backpack, but you can move your Hearthstone over here so you can teleport back to your home shit. And if you don't teleport, you're a dumbass. And if you have to open your bags and fucking teleport. The other thing you want to do is when you're setting up, you want to go into your interface and under, I think, controls, you want to turn auto loot on because there's nothing worse than having to click and fucking retrieve things. So it's better just to auto loot. It makes leveling faster. You're not having to fucking sort through shit. I look at it like this. Sort through the bullshit later. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up everything and sell the fuck out of it because that's how you make money in this game. Money, of course, is gold. Right now, I'm a broke-ass bitch. I got 2 copper to my name. That's starting loot. As you'll notice, I have gear. I have what's called bind on account gear. Saying my volume might be a little low. as we're looking on, it looks like I'm back on the air. I had to adjust some sound system stuff because it's what we do. We talk. I'm telling you to go to fucking hell, you piece of shit. So, any guy that's got a question mark above his head, a yellow question mark, is quests, and then the other guys are assholes. So, like, these guys are people that I've got to interact with. They've got these little comic bubbles above their heads. So this guy I've got to talk to. Right now he's got a zombie touching his butt. Yeah, you better watch your fucking back, bitch. I'll cut you like I'm DJing. So I gotta talk to this scared bitch. She's all like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm dead!" Go down here, talk to Marshall Redpath. Tell him you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. And that's pretty much the gist of it all. It's a big penis hunting contest, and everyone's fucking invited. But yeah, you don't start out with the gear that I have. You have what's called BOA gear that you can earn. It gives you extra experience so you can level faster. It makes walking through this game fucking ridiculous, considering there's probably along the lines of like 50 or 60,000 quests in this game. There is a title that you can get for doing all of your quests, and I've never earned that title just due to the fact that there's a lot of fucking quests, and I don't have that much time to devote myself. Played this game for about 10 years. I love it. It's fun. It keeps me occupied in the cold, dark, damp nights. So as we're migrating our way into this shit, just pop over. You got up here in your corner where your map is. It tells you what you got to do for fucking quests. So like I got to kill these fuckheads right here. These little skeletons. Oh look, I leveled. Ding. Congratulations, you've reached level 2. Okay. Well, I mean, we can fiddle with this shit. Back.